I have turned these leaves into this beautiful pattern, and then I took this pattern and created a very beautiful composition notebook cover for my KDP books inside Canva. I did this inside Affinity Designer. I created this pattern inside Affinity Designer, and then I created the cover for my KDP book within Canva. In this video, I am going to share with you the step-by-step process where to get these leaves, patterns or vectors, and how to change these or modify these to create a totally different pattern or graphics that you can use onto your book covers, t-shirts, etc. I took these graphics from vecteezy.com. You can see here, this is vecteezy.com. It offers you a free license, a pro license and extended license as well. I am using a pro license. You can also select free and download free vectors, but with every free vector you need to attribute back to vecteezy.com on the end product. But if you have a pro license, then you don't need to attribute back to vecteezy.com. This is the difference. There are many other differences as well between these two licenses. You need to read the license agreement down here. You can see here, this is the license agreement, and here is another very good resource on how to edit a stock vector for brand promotional or merchandise products. I will leave the link in the description below to this page, and it says that you cannot take any vector and include onto your end product as is, like this type of use is not allowed. You can see here, not allowed. What you can do is create a totally different vector from all these vectors. Like this, they have created this design from this one. They have made changes in sizes, colors and placements, add or remove the element. These are the ways you can edit the vectors, and you are not allowed to use these vectors as is. You can also see a second example. This is not allowed. You can increase the size, change the color, include your own text and shapes to make the end vector totally different from the source. So this is very good option. So this is very good resource you should read, and then you should use any vector or photos from vecteezy.com. So what I did is I searched for nature here, and then I scroll down, and then I have opened this in new tab. This is the vector graphics, a set of vectors. You can see here I have a pro account and it says no attribution required. So if you are interested in pricing, then we can check the pricing. So let's check out the pricing here. It is normally $9 if you subscribe to an annual plan, but at the moment it says $4.5, and it is normally $14, but at the moment it is saying $7 only. If you are interested, then you can get this 50% discount as well at the moment. It may change anytime. And you can also compare these plans. This is the pro one and this is the free one. Millions of resources, free it is allowed. Unlimited photo, vector and video downloads not allowed. It is allowed. Exclusive access to bundles not allowed. Full commercial rights not allowed. Vecteezy editor access not allowed. These are not allowed in the free one, but with the pro account you are allowed all these options. Let's get back to the work. So I have downloaded this, and it came with a folder which contains an EPS file, PNG file, Adobe Illustrator file, an SVG file, and this is the license agreement. I have opened this .eps file in Affinity Designer. You can see here. And then I have clicked on the individual layers here. First of all, you need to click on this arrow, then select these individual layer here, right click and hit release. Now you can go back and select these layers and then ungroup. So this will allow you to select these individual elements. Like now I can select this one now and this one individually. So first of all, I am going to create a new document, new here, and we need to create a 5000 into 5000 pixels. Document DPI is 300. Create, and it will add a blank document here. Just add a guide here and divide it into 4 parts here. This will help us create the repeating pattern easily. So we are here. Now we can need to group these individual elements. Select this Ctrl+G from your keyboard to group. Select this leaf, the next leaf here. Ctrl+G from your keyboard. Similarly, I will repeat the process for remaining elements as well. And now these are individually selected. Ctrl+C and move on to our blank document here and Ctrl+V here. Now first I will take this leaf here and reduce the size like this. Next I will take this one, reduce the size, place it here. Select the first one and reduce the size as well. Now take this leaf, move it here, reduce the size like this. Take this one, reduce the size, place it here. Now take this one, again reduce the size and place it like this, like that. Change the positions. You need to reduce the size of this one and move this up or increase the size. Make sure it is perfectly aligned. Elements are perfectly aligned. Now move these remaining ones like this one. Move this one again here. Flip horizontally. Now place this last one. Reduce the size. Reduce the size of this one. Move it here. Move this one up. So we have created our first repeating block. Now we can select this one and see the alignment. Select this one and check this. Okay, now these are almost aligned. Select these and move it here and then Ctrl+G to group them together. Now select this layer, group layer, Ctrl+J to duplicate. Move it here like this one and select both of these and reduce the size like this while holding Shift. Now Ctrl+J to duplicate and move it here. Make sure these are aligned. Now select all these and Ctrl+G to group. Then Ctrl+J to duplicate and move here. So select all of these and reduce the size while holding Shift from your keyboard. Now Ctrl+A to select all these, Ctrl+G to group, and then Ctrl+J to duplicate and move down. So we have created our repeating pattern very quickly. The next thing you can do is you can go back, remove these guides. You can go to shapes here and add a background like this one. Set the size accordingly. Now move this down. Okay, now you can change the color of this to black and the stroke color to none. You can set any color if you want, like yellow, but select the color which looks good, and black looks best on these colors and type of leaves. So now you can see it is totally changed from this to this, and we have modified our vector files. So now it is allowed, we can use on to create our book cover. So go to file here and export as JPEG and rename this as leaves pattern new. So we have just created another pattern. Next you can go to canva.com here and create a new document of 17.48 into 11.25. This is the cover for a 100-page book, that is 8.55 into 11 inches. So I have already created this. I will just add a new blank document here. Delete the background, not the document, delete the background here. Move it up. You can see here this is our new document. Now we can go back to our folder here and check the newly created pattern. This was leaved pattern new. So drag this one onto this page here and it will start uploading the new pattern here onto Canva. Once uploaded, you can move it like this and then duplicate this one and move it like there, and then increase the size and then zoom in and crop in a way so that it looks like a repeating pattern like this. Send it to back, forward, not back. Now it looks like a repeating pattern. Now increase the size, group these, position, center. Now it is totally centered and it looks very cool. Next thing, you can go to elements and shapes, write shapes here and add a shape. I have added this one. Reduce the size here again, and then you can change the colors accordingly. The border color would be blackish, not black, this one or this one, and the fill color would be black or something else. I have selected black. So now you can go to the text tool here and add a new text, add a heading, change it to caps lock, composition note book. Now you can reduce the size, laces inside this rectangular shape like this. You can also change the font. I am using this one, Proxima Soft Regular or Proxima Soft Bold. You can download this font from Creative Fabrica. Then you can go back to spacing and reduce this line spacing. Reduce or increase the line spacing. Now you can see we have created a beautiful looking cover for our composition notebook just using elements from jVAQ&list.com. The link is in the description below, and if you like this video then do subscribe to my channel and also hit the bell notification icon. and I highly recommend you to watch the next video, in which I have taught a step-by-step process for finding keywords for KDP low content and no content books. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.